I bet you're super frustrated that you are showing up to the gym, eating half decently, and still not seeing your body change. I've been a strength coach for the last 13 years, and one of the biggest things that moms come to me about is that they are putting in the work in the gym and at home, but nothing is changing. So let's break that down, because there is a reason why. First off, let's really break down the fact that in those first 6 to 8 weeks, you are going to see a lot of results, especially if it's something you've never done before. If you start working out and you never have, results are really quick. But they slow down, and most people don't know why. So this is geared towards women over 35 who are trying really hard to make it work and to fit in their workouts and eat decently and just still not seeing the body changes. And the first reason that this happens is because you're workout bouncing. You are grabbing workouts off of Instagram and YouTube, and you're just kind of bouncing around program to program. Now, all movement is good movement, and working out is awesome. However, if you are looking for specific results like weight loss, muscle tone, gaining strength, bouncing around to different workouts is hindering that progress, okay? Because you can't progress in a specific area. So you need to kind of choose a workout and make it more challenging over time. There's a reason that a lot of fitness professionals say if we filmed our workouts, nobody would watch them on Instagram because they're boring. And they are, because it's the boring basics that get you the best results. So stop kind of bouncing all around to all the super fun stuff and just pick a strength program and stick with it. Number two, the second reason that I see a lot of people struggling to gain strength or boost their metabolism or lose weight is actually because they're under eating. Now I know what you're gonna say, the more calories you burn, the more of a deficit you create, weight loss happens. And yes, to an extent, but there's more to it than that. Let's take that lean toned look that every woman kind of covets and break that down as that is muscle. You want to gain muscle. One, because it looks better. Two, because then you can actually eat more while doing less, okay? A lot of women think that we need to burn, but eventually you just can't keep up with that kind of volume. The more muscle you put on your frame, the more your body works while you are doing nothing, all right? That's how you get a better metabolism. So to get that amount of muscle is you actually have to feed it. You need to grow muscle, and growing muscle does not happen overnight. It's actually very challenging. Does this mean go binge on granola bars and store-bought yogurt? No. It means that you have to be strategic and make sure that you keep your protein high, you're giving your muscles what they need to recover. And this is what's going to really push you past that plateau, is when you start increasing your protein, because your muscles thrive on it, okay? So then they get bigger, they gain strength, you look better, okay? 1,200 calorie diets, just not going to get you there in the long run. You're gonna stagnate, and you're gonna wanna eat the table because you're gonna be hungry. The third one is the one that everyone hates the most, and I completely understand, but that is sleep and stress. So we hear these things and we know that they are important, but they kind of get pushed to the back burner because they're hard to measure, they're hard to track, and they're hard to just be on top of, especially if you have kids. Sleep is like, it happens sometimes. But when you start making reducing chronic stress and having an actual sleep routine a priority, your body has the ability to relax in that department and focus on your fitness goals, okay? So if you are a really tightly wound person, if you find that your sleep is all over the place, it is really worth looking into those two things. And I know that they suck. Trust me, I get that. And the last one, again, everyone's gonna be a little bit different on this, but if you are over 35 and you have been working out consistently and you're still struggling or you're super sore, stop your HIIT workouts. Okay, I know, I get that mentality. We need to burn more, and the more we burn, the better we do. But after 35, that's actually not true. You would be better off focusing on getting absolutely beast mode stronger than doing those HIIT workouts. HIIT workouts for a lot of women beat them up. It makes them inconsistent because they're either uber sore or then they don't want to train because they're feeling beat up. And a lot of the time they work against kind of the hormonal things that are going on. So if you're, some people it does work for, but if you are struggling, I would say scale that back and focus on getting actually really strong. And I mean, lower your rep count, up your weights, keep rest a little bit longer so that you can maximally lift, okay? You do that for 6 months and the game tends to change.